That's right, back at it again. I am joined once again by Gable Pennyshot and Yucky Gum as we're going to be talking about movies and I guess the related. It's our first episode. Thank you all for joining us.
Hello.
How's it going, guys?
I'm good.
We didn't really plan after that, huh?
No, not at all.
That's what we had. Thank you for coming, everybody.
we just crushed it right now. We annihilated it. So I guess one of the things we were going to talk about was a bunch of new stuff is streaming in October, right?
Oh yeah, a bunch of stuff in October. Yeah.
Yeah, there's plenty of spectacular things for all ages.
Oh my.
Let's see who we got in the chat. We got J Dalla. We got Andy.
Holy cow, we got
guys.
people already? What's going on?
Incredible. This is the highest amount of viewers I've ever had for a live stream.
We swear we don't know these guys either.
Yeah, I have no idea. But we're glad they're here. So we got a new Hellraiser movie. Am I like hosting this proper? I get a feeling that I'm gonna have to because I'm afraid of you guys giving me too much dead air.
At least for now. We'll feel our way through it.
All right. So we got a new Hellraiser movie that was causing controversy in the rounds, but I think everyone's okay with it now, right?
Wait, why was it causing controversy?
Because it wasn't a dude, as they were
the short story.
Probably not.
Oh,
but the fact that Doug Bradley wasn't, you get people who are like, oh no. Only Robert Englund's Freddy Krueger, only Anthony Hopkins is Hannibal Lecter, and only Doug
kind of
Bradley.
agree with that.
I disagree, because then you'd never have Mads Mikkelsen, and we would have never been introduced to that beefcake.
Oh, the Hannibal guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who
is that
played
a good show?
very good Hannibal.
Yeah,
What about Hannibal Rising? What about that guy?
Nobody talks about that guy.
Yeah, I
Did he
know.
die?
Nobody talks. I don't know.
Of all the movies you brought up that one?
Yeah, you got the one with the kid just died?
I don't watch celebrity news.
That's terrible.
I don't
know. With the new Hellraiser though, I was kind of worried that people would be like, "Oh, it's going woke because they turned Pinhead into a girl." But if you read the short story, I mean, it's very ambiguous on what that person is or what that creature is. So it doesn't surprise me that it's male and has female like characteristics. Like it kind of bounces back and forth. So I was not surprised to see that nor hear it when I saw the first images that were released of the actress who's playing the female Pinhead. I thought it looked good. I had no issues with it.
I googled Hellraiser, and one of the top stories from Entertainment Weekly 3 days ago says Hellraiser first reactions call horror movie reboot gnarly and horny. So that's something I guess we can all look forward to.
Yeah, because no matter what, this is going to be like the third best Hellraiser movie. Like no matter what, it's kind of just like Prey.
That bar is so
behind
low.
1 and 2.
I just mean, I mean, maybe it'll be your third or fourth. I don't know. I love Hellraiser 3.
Hellraiser in space was the pinnacle, my friend.
Right.
That one's
But
good.
they're gonna scrap all that because that's all written by Peter Atkins or whatever, the guy that did Wishmaster. So they'll probably scrap all that. My biggest fear is like this won't be. I'm afraid they will try to make it. It depends on what the dialogue is. Like I don't want like the female Pinhead to say like make any reference to how like it's just a title or it's something that passes on or like. And I'm also afraid that it's not going to be as woke as they. I mean, if they do try to make it woke, really, you can't get more woke than the original Hellraiser, right? Because I mean, you had a strong female villain in Julia, you had a strong female protagonist in Kirsty, and if anything, I don't know, they'll probably just fill this up with like bad men. I guess I don't know.
I hope she says something like, "I'm the queen of hell, and this queen slays."
That's I don't know. Have you guys watched the teaser trailer or the trailer?
I kind of want to go in blind.
Yeah, I saw like the first teaser that came out that just showed like the different markings on the box and a few other things.
Yeah.
Yucky's always afraid. I am always afraid.
I I thought they came out with 2 because I know there's the teaser and then they came with a slightly longer one. I did watch the second one, I think, and other than it was more. I don't know. Like I know this sounds kind of weird, but I say it looks more gory than I thought it would be. Like
Really?
just how like the Cenobites. I don't know. With it being, was it straight to Hulu?
Yeah.
I just wasn't expecting it to be like, oh, look at all the Cenobites now, and it's very graphic. Usually like in the older movies, they sort of like, those flash cuts, you see it, but it's
Right.
shaded and shadowed and all that other stuff. Here it's just out there. So I don't know if that's a production limit or if it's just saying, hey, we're here. We're going to make a giant impact. Check out all this, I don't know, fucking weird zipped up flesh, But either way, I was like, oh, it looks good. It looks good.
I know David
cautiously
Brucker, the director is a big fan of Hellraiser. I don't know if you guys have seen The Night House.
No.
Heard
It sort of feels like a Hellraiser fan fiction in a way. Like there's definitely some strong elements of Hellraiser there and some kind of neat ideas playing with demons and stuff. So once I saw The Night House and then it was announced that he's doing it and he loved Hellraiser, I was kind of like, all right, I'm on board.
Maybe Night House was like his audition, He's like, hey, look what I could do with this idea.
I mean, if that's the case, then maybe not so much. But The Night House has one of the coolest demons I've ever seen in a movie, hands down.
Really?
I don't want to spoil it, but it's like a weird presence, and they manipulate perspective to show it's there. So, like a hallway, the camera will move around a hallway, and then the objects will form a person's body.
Really?
Yeah, it's super cool.
So when is that? Hellraiser is on Hulu October 7th. That's next Friday?
Yeah.
Is that Friday?
Yeah.
Ooh, coming soon. I might try to listen to the Hellbound Heart. I don't even know. It's probably not even going to be anything like the Hellbound Heart.
I would think it goes with the source material. That's what a lot of these new adaptations are, right?
Yeah.
That's what it was.
But it would be the first movie, though,
Yeah.
Kirsty, Julia, Frank. Like, I don't think they're going to do that. Like,
I mean, would it be like a soft remake? Where it's like, oh, it's technically what do they call that? Like a requel? No, what is it? I don't know. Whatever that term is.
Call it a remake, right? Like you don't call all the adaptations of Romeo and Juliet's remakes, right?
we're rebooting Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, you never hear that.
Just different adaptations.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, maybe that's what we'll get.
We'll
So
see.
what else we got coming out this month?
Dude, this Wednesday is the new Chucky.
The season.
The new Chucky season 2.
Oh no.
And I don't know. If you've seen the last season, it was okay. I mean, I get a lot out of just watching an animatronic doll move around, so it's hard for me to judge.
I don't know. Something about like the TV series doll, like it throws me off. Like I'm so used to like, I don't know, I guess the old school Chucky dolls, like in the actual movies, that when I see it looks weird.
It is better looking than like the last, like the Cult and the, what was the other one before that?
Curse?
Yeah, right. Cult and Curse.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a little different though. Like, I mean, Chucky's a little bit more. It's definitely more campy, right?
Yeah.
But it's
more
not
jokes.
like Seed of Chucky can be.
No, that's why. Like, at least this makes up for Seed of Chucky, I guess. Like,
Oh, Glinta.
The
we'll
new
see.
teaser for Chucky looks good. They're going that Cult of Chucky route. That's cool.
yeah, it is kind of interesting that the TV show has taken right off from the last few movies, right? Like, I didn't expect the TV show to do that. Just be a continuation. Where if you didn't see those other two with Brad Dourif's daughter, whatever her name is,
Fiona.
Do you know the character's name?
No. Brad Dourif's daughter. That's all.
Girl in the wheelchair.
Oh, no, Nikki? No.
Brad Equa.
See, that's one thing I don't get. I don't get, like, once Chucky was in her body, shouldn't it have been, like, the end of the series? Like, all he ever wanted to do was get out of the doll, right? Once he was, like, in her body, he should have been cool.
Well, now it's about getting somewhat of revenge, right?
I don't even know what the hell it's about. Like, dude, the last episode of the first season was about a truck full of Chucky dolls driving on the way to, like, the mayoral, like, some sort of, like, convention or... I mean, I was like, is this... I mean, it felt like an Adam West Batman episode. I'm like, Chucky's on the way to blow up the mayoral convention.
Oh, no.
That dastardly Chucky.
I mean, what else can you do with Chucky though? You know. I mean,
Yeah.
that well has to be dry, right? I mean, it's cool that like, they bring back, Jennifer Tilly and all that, but I mean, where else do you go with it? That kind of thing.
Chucky had a baby.
Well, yeah, but that
That's how far
happened a
they
long
took
time ago.
Yeah, but I
Michael
bet that will
Myers
come
had a
back into
baby and nobody
play.
cared, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
It was too weird. It was too weird to have Chucky have a baby. It was just too strange.
Dead Punk Gage is saying her name was Nika.
Nika.
There we go.
Yeah, that does sound familiar. So there you go, Nika. So that starts Wednesday on AMC Plus or the Sci-Fi.
It's not on Peacock?
I don't have that.
No, Peacock gets the episodes. I don't know if it's after they air or if it's after the whole season. I'm not sure, but I know it's starting on AMC Plus and Sci-Fi.
I thought it was a
at the same
Universal
time.
thing.
Right. I don't know. I'll have to check.
I don't have any of those channels.
What? Sci-Fi is like a free app.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so you should be able to watch it.
That's my favorite price.
I know, right?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm the hugest Chucky fan, but I like the old movies growing up. But the TV show, I watched the first couple episodes of season 1, and I don't think I finished it. And I don't know if I like just rage quit it or I just got bored and stopped. Which I don't know if that's a good sign either way.
Yeah, I don't know what it's like to binge it. I watched it week to week. Maybe that's a little bit more easier to swallow, I guess.
That's interesting.
Yeah. If you can get past the coming of gay story, the kids.
Oh, I've been there, done that. That's easy for me.
I don't know if you said that right, bud.
I think I did.
What else we got this month?
I mean, I think there's a big one. I mean, there's a holiday coming up in the month of October.
What holiday?
I think Halloween's actually going to end this time. I think it's over. I think
you think they'll? I hope they kill Michael Myers. If they don't, I'm going to be pretty pissed.
I think this branch of Michael Myers will die, and then they'll just come up with a new one. It's fine.
I think they'll do a reboot next.
Yeah.
Dude, the last trailer I saw, I try to stay away from trailers just to not spoil anything, right? But the last fucking trailer I saw drove me crazy where, okay, remember how in the last movie, Laurie basically like pulls it out of her ass that like with every murder he gets stronger, right?
Yeah.
She does another like pulling out of her ass where she goes, maybe like for him to die, I have to die. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's all insane. It like she already comes off kind of crazy in the first one, right? But now she has all this crazy spiritual lore for this guy that like, oh, he gets so strong, he's unstoppable, even though this happened fucking 50 years ago.
I mean, maybe I would say maybe it's like she's trying to create this lore to make him like a mythical figure, right? So maybe that's the next lore that will go into the next Halloween.
It's going to turn into a new nightmare. With every story, he grows with strength.
Oh, shit.
I don't know. I'm getting a little like... I mean, hopefully... Because I'm pretty sure Jamie Lee Curtis is producing all these, right? So hopefully she sells the series after this, or like... No way. Oh my God, I'm sick of her.
As long as her name is tied to that series, it'll keep selling, especially if she's in it.
It makes Michael Myers look like an idiot. Like he can't kill one person for fucking 60 years.
I mean, he's crazy. He's weird, right?
So D Gulag in the chat says, I hope Laurie dies and they start over from scratch. What are the odds that she dies in this one?
I think 100%.
It's supposed to end.
You think so?
Halloween ends.
In the title.
Yeah. They've never lied in any horror movie title.
This is true.
Yeah.
Jason did go to hell.
Yeah.
And he did live in that other one.
So is this the 10th one if you don't count the zombie movies, right? Zombie movies would be 12.
Someone else asked me that today, and I didn't even know the answer.
Yeah,
because 6 is Curse.
Yeah,
7 H2O. 8 Resurrection. Right.
Then you have the 2 zombie remakes.
Sure.
Yep.
But then you have 2 more, and then this is the third one.
So your math seems to be correct.
That's a lot.
Yeah, just
let.
Is it too many?
I mean, they're almost all like remakes now, right? They just feel like remakes, one after
Yeah.
another. Nothing is moving anything forward. At least with someone like Jason and Freddy, where like every movie could be a whole new patch of kids or whatever the fuck. Like you don't have that with Michael Myers.
And I'm gonna say it's too many movies for this guy to not send him to space. You know?
Yeah, we need like a cryo face slam scene with Michael Myers.
You got to do something with him. If it were up to me, and who is it, Universal or whoever came up with this
Blumhouse now?
Oh, whoever. They're like, hot dog, we want you to do whatever you think is right for Halloween. And I'll be like, all right. And I would pit every Michael Myers against each other and across merge, and it would just be the best
combat style.
Yeah, but they're all so evenly matched that like I don't think anybody would win or come out on top. You know.
All right, this is how you get Michael Myers to space. Laurie Strode becomes an astronaut, like in her third reboot. Like she didn't become a principal. She didn't become what I don't even know what the fuck she does in the new one. She's just crazy and is a great shooter. She's a grandma. But so in the next one, she's an astronaut because we know Laurie Strode is smart. And I don't know, Michael Myers follows her on this ship.
We never really see him take big damage either. Like we see Jason really just deal with some shit. You know, you see him drown, get all lit up, get really fucked up, and you never really see Michael Myers go through the same thing.
He gets shot. He falls out of windows.
But that's not as big. He never goes through anything huge. You can't gauge his power level, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, every time you think he dies, it's obviously not him. Like when he got his head chopped off, they're like, nope, it's not him. It's the cop. Oh.
Yeah, after Halloween 2, he shouldn't even have eyes, right?
Right.
Yeah.
They never
have eyes out.
I mean, that just adds to the lore. Maybe that's what Laurie Strode's trying to do.
Really, it's best that you don't address why his eyes are back, by the way.
Well, he had bandages on in part 4, so they got healed.
Glancing wound to the eye.
Yeah, sure.
However that works.
Because didn't they shoot each one individually also?
Yeah, and I swear to God, the effects were that like you could see the eye pupils like with holes in them and blood squirting out. Like he's supposed to be blind. Didn't you go see Smile?
I did see Smile.
Oh, how was it?
It was okay. It's nothing you haven't seen before. My problem with it, and I'll probably do a review on it, but my problem with Smile is because it's very much It Follows, and it's not bigger or anything. Like to me, if you're treading familiar ground, you got to do something drastically different. Now it does something kind of cool, but that's not until the last 10 minutes of the movie, when it made you sit through kind of a more or less a nothing burger just to see basically a woman get gaslit by a demon, essentially.
Like real life, right?
Yeah.
So is Smile like artsy fartsy like It Follows? Like is it a metaphor for something?
You could say that. It's like a metaphor or like some symbolism with trauma, because it moves to the next person. So what it does is it'll possess someone to kill themselves, but only in front of somebody else. And then that somebody else who witnessed it now is possessed by the Smile thing.
Oh my
God. And in 7 days, they'll do that. So that's kind of neat. But I just wish it did something bigger or something so much different. And at the end, you kind of get a little bit more stuff with the demon thing, which is kind of cool. And that was legit my favorite part. There's some really cool shots. And it's not quite as artsy either. It feels like it kind of wants to be, but can't really commit to the bit, and just kind of feels like a basic Hollywood horror flick.
I can't. I don't know. When I saw the trailer for Smile and the whole like actual smile on their faces, it reminds me of that Blumhouse Truth or Dare film from 4 or 5 years ago, however long ago it was. And because I just can't get that out of my mind, because I'm like, that was so bad. So when I look at Smile, I'm going, oh, it's the same thing. Is it just like a sequel? But apparently it's nothing like that. So that's interesting.
I thought it was going to be more like The Ring, because in the trailer she's like, oh, we got to figure out why this is happening. And I thought it was going to be more like, in The Ring, she's investigating what the deal with the tape is and everything. Not quite the same here.
What was it rated R?
I would think so.
Like, was it gory?
Like,
yeah, I couldn't tell if that
really.
was a PG-13 or.
Like I said, the end gets great. and has some cool parts.
Really.
But it's not until then, and I just wish it was more of that. Like, be fucking fun with this.
Gotta
I don't even want to
sit
say
down for
interesting idea because it's something, again, we've seen this before. You know,
Yeah, it sounded very familiar. We shall see.
apparently it was going to go straight to streaming, but it did really well in test audiences.
who made it? Like Blumhouse? Like who was it?
Paramount.
Paramount. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like a Paramount title.
It was the director Parker Finn's first feature. I think he did a short film that's basically this concept. From what I've read, I haven't seen it yet. It's up on YouTube though, and I think that might even be based on a book or something I might have read. I don't know.
Interesting.
Nah.
I'll check it out when it eventually releases on Paramount Plus.
Hopefully, yeah. Oh shit, it's gonna be on Paramount Plus. Damn it.
just bounce back and forth. That's what I do.
Well, I gotta wait until I get another free trial. Then we'll see. We'll see.
Can't you just like use another email address? Is that a thing?
It knows your I don't know.
No.
I'll have to try. I'm kind of excited for. Well, I don't know if I'm excited. I'm curious about Showtime has a Let the Right One In show starting on the 7th as well next Friday.
Really?
Yeah. Right.
Is it based off the original book? What is that, a Swedish book or whatever it was?
I don't know. I don't know if it's based off the movie or the book or what it is. I really just found out about it. That's why I was shocked. I was like, I'm surprised I'm not hearing more people talk about the Let the Right One In show. Maybe it's because it's on Showtime.
You know, in similar news, there was just a remake of Goodnight Mommy on Amazon.
Really?
That German film from like 2016 or something.
Yeah, that's a pretty good movie.
Demand.
It was solid. I heard the remake's good, but I haven't heard many people talk about it, so take that with a grain of salt.
Right. Well, yeah, a lot of these, like Inside and all those, like, they get pretty bad American remakes. Not too good. Not too good.
Have you guys recently, I think just yesterday, the Hocus Pocus 2 movie came out on Disney Plus? Have you guys watched that one?
Nope.
Why? Now, I gotta ask. Now, did you guys grow up on the first Hocus Pocus?
I didn't care for it.
I grew up on it.
Yeah, I didn't care for it.
Yeah, I grew up on it. And me and my sister would watch it because we used to get free Disney previews or whatever it was, like 4 times a year. And one of those, I guess, quarters or whatever would usually be during Halloween, so we would always watch Hocus Pocus.
I saw somebody tweet out that there's like a redemption arc for the witches in this.
Yeah, I'm just curious. I'm like, where do you take it? Because I think none of the original actors are coming back. Like, what's his name? Omar Katz or whatever his name.
You
is.
get the 3 ladies.
You get the 3. Yeah.
Is it? I think I might have read a blurb about how this is about some kids that they might want to turn into witches. I don't know. You'll have to ask somebody.
I don't know. It's not getting good marks though. Good initial reviews. I haven't seen it yet. I don't know. Maybe I will. I'm always glutton for punishment. I watch really bad stuff. So maybe
You've got Doug Jones coming back. That's good.
Yeah, I mean he's playing the zombie guy again. What's his name? Billy?
Something like that, right? Didn't that guy's soul like go to heaven or something? I thought that was like the whole point of.
It's been so long, man.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Does it even matter anymore? You know, it's like, well, the book is like, what was it? The book was given to the sisters by a witch, and it's from the devil or something. And apparently, in the new film, they don't even mention any of that because it's not really PC or whatever you want to call it. So they don't. They kind of like just. Like, it just exists. It's fine. It's there.
Is it a sequel or like a reboot
It's
thing?
a sequel.
I know it's too, but
it's probably both. But I think it's from what I've heard, it's a sequel remake.
It's weird not to acknowledge a prior entry. You know?
Yeah, you do get to see the 3 witches as like children. I think there's a scene with them.
Goody.
But is it like old 80s? Because like in the 80s and stuff, sequels were kind of, Rocky 2 is like a remake. Kind of, they follow the same emotional beats. I mean, maybe it just seems stupid after like 40 years, and then they just do the same emotional beats, and you're like, "What? You had all this time, and you just did like a soft remake of the original?"
Yeah, I don't know. Like I tend not to mind spoilers for things, but like I stumble across something where people are like, "Hey, watching this, it was fine." It just really makes me want to go back and rewatch the first one, which is I think usually the case for a lot of these sequels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just hope there's a return of the. Do you remember in the very first one? There's the family. I don't know. The family of the main character guy dresses up and goes to some adult Halloween party, and the father was like a Dracula in pajamas. He was pajama Dracula. So if he makes an appearance again,
I mean, there's a bunch of names. Omar Katz from the if you remember him from the '90s. There was Thora Birch in the first one.
dude.
I mean, there's
I don't remember much about the first one. I do remember, like, I had a friend who we had a drive-in out here that was going to be playing the first Hocus Pocus. She's like, "Oh, I should take my daughters," and I'm like, "Just remember that if they don't know what a virgin is, they will by the end of this movie."
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's that time period where horror film, well, I guess kids films that were scary. I mean, they didn't hold hands, right? They were scary.
I
There's
guess
parts.
so.
There's there are actual jump scares and a little bit of gore and some adult content. I would say it's as close as you can to like a family horror film that everybody could watch, no matter the age. So
D Gulag says, "I'm excited for the possibility of a new Friday the 13th." Yeah, I think
the
they
rights
got
got
those.
figured out.
Did they get really figured out, or is it that they're probably going to go back to court again? Because it seems like every time they get it figured out, it goes right back into court.
I mean, it's really isn't it just Victor Miller suing for the rights of the characters? Like he's like, "Jason is mine," and they're like, "No, Jason, we created Jason in 2."
I have no idea.
I think that's what.
And I never read the
squabble
specifics of
is.
the case. Anytime I would read breakdowns, it would just get really confusing to my smooth brain.
Yeah, where are those? I'd like to see those court recordings. That'd be interesting. Screw all this Johnny Depp stuff. I want to hear
I know
the
that
Friday
there
13th
are-
case.
There are some rumors about Freddy Krueger, Pennywise, and Jason ending up in Fortnite coming up. So
Oh,
my God.
Fortnite, let's go!
Can you play them or just fight
you
them?
become
Their
them.
skins.
You're in their skin.
Oh my God.
So that'll be good.
That's insane. Weren't there also rumors of Robert Englund coming back for one more Freddy movie?
I mean, that wouldn't surprise me. I think there's
know,
always
like-
been that rumor going around.
Yeah, but I think Blumhouse is like, "I'm in the position to make it happen." I was
Yeah,
like,
well-
"Oh my God, this guy's gonna start greasing wheels."
Well, isn't I mean, speaking of Friday the 13th, I mean, wasn't Blumhouse the one who got the rights, or they figured out they got the rights because the rights reverted back to the original writer last year sometime, and I want to say he probably sold it to Blumhouse. I vaguely remember that somewhere. Could be wrong.
D Gulag says Sean Cunningham said that there will be a new Jason film coming soon.
Well, there you
Oh,
go.
he's right.
Yeah, I hope so.
Hopefully,
Alright.
it's a sequel to Jason in Space. Jason X.
Oh my God, no. Jason X squared.
Yeah. Back
Have
to
him
space.
fight Jason X.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Jason
yeah.
versus Jason X.
Jason cloning.
That's not
Yeah.
I like all these
You
ideas.
bring all the Jasons together to have them fight each other.
You just want a bunch of dudes together just fucking killing each other.
Just beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah, just beating them.
Kind of sucks that horror is in this weird spot now where like there's no major matchup films to happen. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing that you'd really want a versus of that could happen.
I mean, who is the new horror figures?
I'm saying,
that
right?
aren't from
Yeah.
the 80s.
What would you even have?
I'd
That's what I'm
rather
talking
have like an Abbott and Costello type of like a Jay and Silent Bob meets Jason, or Jay and Silent Bob meets Texas Chainsaw or something.
Hot Dog just doesn't like that idea at all.
Well, I mean, I don't think any of the
I'm
fight
with
films were
Anya.
that like, you know.
Well, wait, take all the ghosts in or the demons in the Conjuring universe and have them do a versus film.
There's nothing of them that are barely that cool, and you can't really gauge their power.
Come on, you don't like the what
Not
was it, the
the same.
nun or whatever?
The Nun versus La Lorna. Didn't the Grudge fight the Ring
Yeah.
In Japan,
in Japan?
Where all the cool
Well,
shit is.
We live in the same.
Tell me.
Back Bay War.
Back Bay War.
Yeah, Japan has all the cool stuff. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
How
at
did
least
they fight? Have either of you guys seen that movie?
No,
no.
What would they do? Don't they need like curses and shit to get around? Somebody watches the videotape and then does whatever it takes to get engrudged?
well, I mean,
I'm
what if
sure the ring controls water.
You think
maybe
so?
they're trying to
What
kill the
is-
same person? They're fighting.
Juan will make like cat noises at her.
I thought Juwan does the.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Right.
that
It's also the little
hair?
boy.
Is that like the hair comes out of
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
out of the hair?
Yeah, it'll be hair versus water.
I don't remember the last time I even watched a Ju-on film.
Maybe have Mama fight somebody. Remember Mama?
I don't know how new it is, but there's some Netflix show that's like Ju-on the Origin or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems okay. I might check it out.
So Dead Punk saying Victor Miller got the rights to Jason. Sean Cunningham or Paramount owns the rights to Friday the 13th.
Oh,
He's also saying Bagul from Sinister versus the Nun.
I'm telling you that
The
is
Bagul.
he. Fucking James Wan is like pumping that shit out, man. There has to be a versus film eventually.
Oh shit, Bagul versus Malignant.
See, you could do something. So Malignant would be a good one, right? You have Gabriel. But who the fuck do you have Gabriel fight?
Well, the Bagul.
How?
He watches the fucking
Comes out the
video
back
or
of his
whatever.
head.
Was that what it was? You like watched the projector film
Isn't that
with
what
the
it
children
was?
killing people? I don't know. I haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while. Wasn't it the Bagul exists in the medium? Like, so it was in stories, and then it was then like it evolved into 16 millimeter, right?
I just remember he convinces everybody to kill their family.
I'm not gonna lie, all those films kind of like merged together in my head.
They definitely merged together.
I'm not saying they're the same film, but they're really fucking close.
Yeah, well, they're so close that I call it getting D'Onofrio'd now when you get a monster exposition.
What if Gabriel from Malignant is going to the bank and then it's Purge night?
Bruh.
I don't care. I like the Purge movies. I don't care what anybody says.
Even the newest one?
No, it was terrible.
That's just
but
like immigration.
That's what,
it's
like,
a
all
good
of them are
idea
like.
ruined by politics.
I mean, the first one's the only good one. I mean, the second one's ruined by politics.
Well,
In
almost
the first
almost
10
all-
minutes.
It's class
Yeah, but all the
warfare.
Frank Grillo shit's dope, dude.
What about that show? You ever see the show?
No, I forgot about it until you said it right now.
I know. So yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you're right. That's a thing.
Yeah, because I keep on. I'm like, well, maybe the show will be watchable and not like the movies. I probably doubt it.
I mean, I watched the Rick and Morty episode about the purging or whatever the fuck it's called, Purge Planet or whatever. That's the last time I think I watched a Purge thing.
Remember when people were believing that other people were believing the Purge was real? Do you remember that? No, that was
Real
quite.
thing?
Isn't
Yeah,
it?
they're
It's going to
going
be in
around
Chicago this
learning-
January.
Oh,
Come on, come on.
yeah, we
now.
call that Detroit, guys. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay. The Predator from Prey versus the Orphan from Orphan.
I mean, I would love to see that actually, but I have a feeling it'd be a really, really short movie.
Is that in a reference to her diminutive size?
I mean, there's
shit.
maybe a little bit of reference there. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm looking at new horror movies, and it's just a lot of just that Firestarter remakes on here.
Yeah, everything is just
Bodies.
streaming.
Man.
Are we in another like Stephen King? Like, hey, Stephen King has a lot of stuff. Let's just start remaking it all.
I think it's time.
It's
Aren't they doing a sequel to Christine?
Oh my
I
god!
think Blumhouse is.
I mean, I'm all for car movies. I guess it's fine. I mean, he's only made like 7 different stories with killer cars. It's fine. Let's have more. Fuck it.
From outer space. Hell yeah.
The Buick, what's it called? Buick 88 or whatever the fuck it's called.
Something like that.
I'm like, all right, yeah, King, you want to? How about a killer truck? Oh wait, you already did that. Killer fucking minivan. Who cares?
Okay. The Killers from the Strangers
Okay.
versus.
Wait, first one or second one?
They're the same ones.
Oh, well, some died.
Versus the videotape from VHS.
Oh shit. I mean,
One of them.
videotape has to take that one, right?
When's that new one coming out? The new VHS.
That's
June.
coming out this month.
Oh my god.
Hold on. I literally just had it up. Hold on. Pause. October 20th. There we go.
Ooh.
Comes the Shudda.
I hope that's well. There's always at least
right.
one good story in those. You know.
All right, guys. Dead Punk is pitching his Bagul versus Gabriel film. Bagul is a child demon whom exists in the film. Gabriel is technically childlike in thinking. They lock Gabriel in an institution with the only survivor of Bagul who still carries the curse.
Oh shit.
You need
Not
to
bad.
get hired, my friend. That's good, actually. Oh, guess who's directing the new VHS film, by the way?
Who?
Johannes Roberts.
Oh my god.
You might know him from his last film. Came out on Netflix called Resident Evil. Welcome to Raccoon City.
Oh
The
wow.
movie or is that the show?
That's the movie.
That movie. I mean, that movie looked okay.
He also
Did
he did Pray at Night too.
There's that meme of the new Resident Evil show with Thanos. Or no, it was the new Resident Evil movie. And it was like he just looked at the Resident Evil show and it was like, perhaps I judged you too harshly. I was like, damn, true.
I actually liked Johannes Roberts after the second Strangers movie, Pray at Night, and then Resident Evil happened. So I can't do it anymore. I'm sorry, guys, I can't do it.
It's not
I
his
think
fault.
Resident
That's
Evil wasn't
script.
awful though.
I don't know. He seems like a guy who likes horror, which I can respect. I listened to a podcast with everybody loves Mick Garris, right? His podcast.
Oh my god.
Johannes Roberts was on it, and he was just talking about his love for horror. So then, it hit me in the soul. I was like, yeah, I like this guy now. But now I watch Raccoon City. I'm like, yeah, we're done. We're breaking up. Sorry, Johannes.
It's not his fault, damn it. It's not his fault.
No.
Those scripts are just going to be bad from the get-go.
Dead Punk says he thinks he's behind the Metal Gear live action movie. I had heard it was going to be Jordan Vogt Roberts at one point, but I think Jordan's doing that Gundam live action movie.
Oh my
no.
god.
I'm all for
Oh,
Gundam live
Gulak.
action, but it won't be good.
D. Gulak saying the videotape from VHS versus the videotape from The Ring.
Oh, shit. I mean, I have to go with The Ring, right? Go for the classic?
How about the telephone call from The Ring versus the telephone call from 976 Evil?
Holy shit.
Let's get it out. What else was there?
God, is there anything else coming out? this month?
Werewolf by Night on Disney Plus, guys.
Oh shit. That actually doesn't look that bad. It looks kind of like a remake of The Beast Must Die.
Comes out October 7th.
If you remember The Beast Must Die.
I think I own it, but I haven't watched it yet.
It's pretty good. It's kind of like a whodunit with a bunch of is it like a bunch of hunters? And it's like one of us is a werewolf.
Oh no.
And the movie is popular for giving the audience like a 5-minute intermission to guess who the werewolf is.
Oh, nice.
But
You guys
sorry.
No, go ahead. Finish your
Oh, I just said the trailer looks reminiscent of that
What
idea.
the fuck?
You guys
Okay,
want
hold
to hear the go
Is
ahead.
Werewolf by Night live action or cartoon?
Live action.
Live action.
It's saying it's directed by Michael Giacchino? Is that right? He's
Who
a
dat?
No, he's the composer.
Well,
Yeah.
it says directed. Director Michael Giacchino. Maybe he's dipping his toes in the what? Program creator Michael Giacchino.
I thought
Great
he was doing the
composer,
music. I didn't think he was directing it.
Maybe it's both. I don't know. It
Okay.
says director.
Jack of all trades. I don't know. Yeah. Werewolf by Night. Here's the plug for it. It says Ulysses Bloodstone's passing leaves the throne open for a new leader of his monster hunter guild. His wife has assembled a group of the most ruthless monster slayers at Bloodstone Castle for a ceremonious hunt to determine the new ruler. Enter Jack Russell Terrier, a reluctant hunter harboring a few shocking secrets.
He's a werewolf.
I wonder what it is, guys.
Thanks for the spoiler, Yucky.
I know.
Just in case. That might actually be cool. That's the 7th. That's also Friday.
Yeah, it's like I'll tell you, there's a lot of good stuff coming out this month. I mean, we had some good stuff the last couple of days as well. I know I watched it begrudgingly. Hot Dog was like, "It's the greatest thing ever." The
I literally
Munsters.
Never said that.
You said you were like, man, it's so good.
Didn't say that either.
I'm pretty sure.
You get one more shot. You get one more
I'm pretty
shot.
sure those are some of the
accurately
words you
quote
said.
me.
It
No?
wasn't as bad
Ever?
as you thought it would be.
There you go. There you go. It's not. I don't think it's that bad.
Really?
I just don't. I don't know. Because I kept watching it through the lens of like, if I was a kid and this movie came on, I would probably watch it and I'd be stoked at all the monster effects.
Yeah, I mean, the zombie effect guy at the very beginning was kind of cool.
He's cool. You got the fucking Hot Topic Gilman outfit. The Orlac.
That's my issue with it. Everything looks like it was purchased from Hot Topic. It just looks like that way.
He really stretched that budget, but some of the costumes were kind of impressive. Like Lily's wedding gown looked pretty good.
Yeah,
that one I was like, whoa, they tried here. That's crazy.
I know, to me, it just seemed like it was like, hey, well, let's just get them in a bunch of outfits, and that's the movie. That's the movie. It's like, hey, here's them in like an old prison uniform or whatever. Here's them in a swimming outfit. Here's them in a biker outfit. You know, it's just like that's the movie. The whole thing. Every scene was just them in different outfits, and it just didn't make. I don't know. It wasn't funny. It definitely had $12 for a budget, which I know, like historically, Rob Zombie's always complained about his movies and the budget. Like he's just like, oh, the reason why 31 was so bad is because I was supposed to be given this much money, and they only gave me like $1 million, so I had to shoot my script on that $1 million, and that's why the movie's so bad. No, it's not. It's just a bad movie.
He also crowdfunded that one.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people also get extra. He was supposed to get extra fundage for it as well, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Rough.
Here's maybe the worst thing about the Munsters is that it's not even his worst movie.
Oh.
I don't think so at all.
I would agree with that. 31's pretty rough.
31's pretty bad. What else is cool about the Munsters though is seeing a lot of Rob Zombie regulars in what's mostly a wholesome family movie.
It's different. I give it that.
Seeing Richard Brake in that I thought was cool. I do like Richard Brake.
Was he who was the guy playing the Count Orloff?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think he's the guy who played like Freddy Krueger in the remake or something. I think that guy.
Yeah, I don't think that was Jackie Earle Haley.
Really? Okay.
I don't think so.
Looks kind of similar, but I like the costume effects on Count Orloff. I thought that was pretty good. But to me, like the film was nothing until maybe the last 15 minutes when they actually got to Hollywood, and then it became something that was somewhat interesting. Everything before it, I don't care.
Is that the premise is that the premise of the original show? Is that the Munsters moved to Hollywood or something?
Yeah, they moved to Hollywood out of Transylvania, and Herman works at a funeral parlor. I mean, that's the idea. They adopt a regular looking woman, as what was it, cousin something? I don't know.
Cousin It.
No, that's the Addams Family. That's the better property.
I'm in Addams. That's what I'm.
There we go. Addams Family versus the Munsters.
Oh, you got a porn bot.
Addams Family wins.
Yeah, I knocked it out already.
Oh, okay.
A little bit.
Dead Punk Gage says no. His worst movie was Halloween 2. That's probably.
It's pretty rough.
I don't know. I think 31's worse.
Yeah,
I think 31 is worse also.
Halloween 2 would have been fine if they called it anything but Halloween 2.
I don't know about that. Halloween 2 is rough.
I mean, I won't lie. They're all rough.
Lords of Salem.
I actually like Lords of Salem. He's like, oh, this is my Kubrick film. I was like, I don't know what Kubrick films you're watching, but okay, it's fine, I guess. I actually have the Lord of Salem. They made a prose novel. I don't know if anybody actually reads books. Yeah, and I saw it, and I was like, oh, Lords of Salem from the movie, and sure enough, it is like a movie adaptation in book form. It was like, wow, this is a thing, guys. That's
wait. So is it a novelization? You said it was a book of prose.
It is. It's a novelization of the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like I have that. I also have Happy Death Day. I don't know. There's just these books. Like Blumhouse comes out with books, and they do like movie adaptations.
It was Richard Brake as Orlock.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird how that novelization is like coming back, even for older movies. I just seen a pre-order for a novelization of My Bloody Valentine.
I'm all for it.
Tom Holland has a
yeah.
novelization of Fright Night coming out. What else did I see?
I have both Happy Death Day and Happy Death Day to You novelizations.
Oh my god. There's all those weird, some of those boutique Blu-ray places are putting out novelizations of like, what was that one? Is it Night of the Demon, the Sasquatch movie?
Yeah. I also I have an idea is the fact that I don't know if you guys probably don't follow the novelization worlds, but like the old Halloween and Friday the 13th novels, those guys go for like hundreds of dollars each now.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if there's some sort of like there's a whole bunch of movie adaptations that people are buying and make for like really shit ones as well. So like what if we just keep pumping them out? We'll hire a writer, pay him like $5 to shit these things out.
Oh shit, just reprint it. That'd be nice.
Well, yeah,
Just
but no one knows
reprinting
who
some of
had
these
the
old ones.
rights for all those old ones. So
Really quick, I accidentally silenced Gwaltzilla, who's watching right now. What up, Gwalt? The porn bot was mixed in with your replies there, so I accidentally muted you. Also, Dead Punk Gage says 31 was visually interesting, but failed in the execution. I think the only good thing about it was Richard fucking Brake. He absolutely crushes it.
yeah, he was good. He's the only one who was interesting. I thought maybe the midget guy would be kind of funny, but he can roll fast. Thank the dark gods.
Sherry Moon, huh?
Yes.
He sure loves her in those movies.
Yeah, do you think his budget would go up if he just didn't try to cast his wife and everything?
I don't know, man. He's lost so much. All that good favor is just gone.
Please, Rob, just work with one actress, please.
Well, someone asked him. He's like, "Why do you want to work with the same people?" He's just like, because working with anybody else sucks. He's like, I'd rather if I'm going to do a film I don't want to do, I'd rather do it with my friends. And I'm like, oh, okay, I see the issue there.
Yeah, I mean, I see the point of having your little like troupe or whatever the hell, right? Like everyone's got theirs,
Everybody's
like
got
Quentin Tarantino or whatever.
I mean, she was so great as Lily Munster, No, not at all. She was terrible.
I was gonna say like
she has this thing. She does this thing with her hands when she's like
Yes.
acting as Lily Munster, and I couldn't figure out why she
They
was
were
doing
up
it.
the whole time because that's acting.
Is she like pawing? Is she a puppy? Is she pawing out a door when she's like acting? It is so distracting because every scene she's in and she's like monologuing or doing whatever, talking, her hands are just like miming like a puppy, like a scratching from a puppy, and it's so bad. I'm like,
By the end of it, she was kind of the only one I didn't like. Like in terms of it just,
I agree.
I didn't hate her, but like I felt like Herman, whoever was playing Herman, was trying. I felt like Grandpa
warmed
was
up to him.
the standout.
Yeah, Grandpa was
very. What's that?
Grandpa was definitely the standout. I warmed up to Herman, but it took me a while.
Same. But Sherry was the one who I was like, take it or leave it, like whatever. She's there,
Yeah.
Was Herman played by the dude who was the boyfriend in Lords of Salem?
I don't
That's
remember.
Jeff Daniel Phillips.
I don't know. I thought he was
He was green in Munsters.
he was green.
Guy in the
He's in
Munsters.
very heavy makeup.
Dude, I've never even seen an episode of the Munsters.
Really?
I wouldn't have anything. I'm an Adams dude. I wouldn't have anything to compare it by.
You got the Wednesday show coming up. You should be excited.
True.
Maybe, hopefully, I guess.
There's no way they'll mess that up.
I mean,
So Yucky, you're an Adams Family devotee.
yeah.
How do you
fuck the
feel-
monsters?
How do you feel about who was his name? Luis Guzman as Gomez. A lot of people seem to be up in arms about that.
Oh yeah.
At first, I didn't like it, but I mean, the guy's a good actor. Anything he's in, he's usually really good. So,
Wasn't like the original Gomez, like from the comic strip, kind of like look exactly like him?
kind of, yeah. Yeah, that's why I really don't have that big of an issue with it. I'm a little worried about Catherine Zeta-Jones as Morticia. That seems a little strange to me.
Why?
I don't know. It's Catherine Zeta-Jones. I don't know. I don't see her as like some gothy, like, I don't know.
Doesn't she look similar to Angelica Houston? Like if you could do them both up the same.
What are you talking about?
From the
Angelica.
Sound movie.
I don't think they look alike.
Do you think Lewis, what's his name, Lewis Guzman? Do you think he got so much shit because of like the previous guy in the Addams Family movies? Like he just fucking nailed it. He's so iconic in that role that that role became him.
Raul
You know?
Julia?
Yeah, what's his
Pure
name?
nostalgia.
Raul
Yeah.
Julia?
Raul Julia.
Yeah.
I mean, all the like I love John Aston. I love Raul Julia. Like a lot of the people who play Gomez Adams usually do a pretty good job. Like I don't know if I can think of a bad one.
So
Even though
Dead
there's
Punk
really been a
brings
few.
up, the Adams family is all Hispanic. Weird. It is weird because they never show any Hispanic traits in the show, even for goth. There's a lot of goth Hispanics out there.
Well, they're supposed to be like Spaniards.
There you go.
Yeah,
They
they're
never-
supposed to
never
be. So
enjoy
they're.
Spanish culture.
Well, I don't know if you mix in Hispanic with Spaniards. I'm not sure.
I mean, still, there's still some culture there, right? I mean, I guess we
Right.
don't know how what generation they are. You might, Yucky. You're an Adams Family historian.
I mean, I don't know
Connoisseur.
that much about it. I think it's just supposed to represent an older family coming from Europe
Do you
and
like
being in
Christopher
America.
Lloyd
right?
as Fester?
Ugh, no, I don't. I don't like
Really?
Christopher Lloyd.
Why is that?
Well, because both movies were about like Uncle Fester. Like Uncle Fester was like the catalyst of both movies. I was just a little bored with that.
Do you think they did Baby Pubert justice?
I don't even. Was that the baby in 2
Yeah.
with the little Gomez mustache? God, I have
yeah.
not seen those in a long time.
Emotional damage.
Back Bear War.
Literally, the only thing I remember about Adam Family 2 is the baby's name is Pubert.
I
It
like
was a
when
weird name.
when Wednesday goes to the camp and freaks out all the kids.
Oh yeah.
That's a good scene.
Indian, whatever it is.
Yeah, I need to watch this again.
Oh, Gwaltzilla says you guys are talking about Adam's Family and the Munsters now. You know what? They're all the same. It's just some horror.
Well, who-
fan.
No.
It's fine.
Who would
It's
win
fine.
No
the
way.
fight?
Adam's Family is
Oh, that's a
better
versus movie.
because Adam's Family is actually like gothic and weird, right? Like, isn't the point of the Munsters is to have a monster family that acts normal?
Yeah, they
Like-
want to be normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, like do they do weird stuff? Because like Wednesday and Pugsley are always like trying to kill each other, all this weird stuff. Like,
Yeah.
aren't the Munsters like they don't even try to kill each other, do they? They're just kind of like, we look weird.
No,
Don't judge
they
us
love
by
each
how we
other.
look.
They're a loving family. They're the American family.
Well, it's not that the Addams families don't love each other. They have a twisted sense of fun.
Here's the thing: who wins in a fight?
Yeah, this is about the verses.
The
Addams Family
Adamses.
versus Munsters.
Why?
Because they do the fucking mamushka. They have all the sword training, and that's even in that's like everywhere from the old
on, hold on,
series
hold on.
to the.
Let's break this down for a second. All right. So let's say we've
Person by
got
person.
Gomez Adams, right,
Yep.
versus Herman Munster. Now, Herman Munster, a Frankenstein, unfathomable strength. Let's say, right. There's probably not much of a ceiling to his strength level. Should he have to get down and dirty, right?
One might say Hulk-like.
One could say that. We also, I'm not too familiar with the show, but I'd assume that if he got angry, it would only get worse. We've never seen him cry out in a bloodlust range. Now, Gomez is more of an agility build with fencing,
Yeah.
right? But
Mhm.
should Herman get his hands on him, potentially he could tear him apart.
Yeah,
I think Gomez has the bloodlust.
Oh.
Yeah, I've never seen Herman like get excited about someone's murder or something blowing up or anything. Like Adams
true.
has the.
He's got that
The
look in
edge.
his eyes.
But that would make me more frightful of Herman should he be reaching out for revenge.
No, come on. We're looking at what the characters are.
All
The
Herman has
fucking-
to do is land one grab.
The Munsters are basically like the Beverly Hillbillies.
Think about it this too, right? Gomez goes in to stab Herman Munster. Herman allows the sword to penetrate him, and he just grabs him. Done.
So much
He
penetration.
ripped.
No, Herman would probably like do his stupid little laugh once he gets stabbed, and that will give Gomez the next chance to like light some dynamite or something.
But there's
Yucky.
nothing stopping Herman from grabbing him and destroying him.
The laughing does. He's doing his whatever
You
the
wouldn't
Herman
laugh
Munster
forever.
laugh.
There's no way, and not in a fight. D Gulag says Lurch versus Herman. So that's what would happen is Lurch would come in because he would think his strength could match Herman's. I don't think so at all.
Why? He's also a Frankenstein monster.
I think Herman's a little faster than Lurch, and I think he would wreck his shit up. Now, what's Lily?
I think
Lily's
you're
a-
biased.
I'm not. I have no love for either of these.
I
If
think
anything,
you
I
do.
probably love the Addams Family more, only because I've seen it more.
That's fair.
I guess. Pretty.
Walt is saying Herman is probably immortal, being a Frankenstein monster. Yes, however, the Addams Family shows signs of immortality by constantly being murdered.
Yeah, they always come back fine.
They always come back. There's never an issue. I don't even think they have to go to the hospital.
Yeah, they sleep on racks and torture devices.
They love that shit.
Yeah.
So that could actually work against them, depending. Like I think if Morticia fought Lily, that could be a rough fight.
Oh yeah. That's a good scrap though, I think.
Dead Punk says Herman Munster wipes everyone out by himself. Biggest problem will be the fact that he's a fucking klutz and just really nice. If he kills Gomez, it will be on accident.
That's probably a good setup to an actual versus movie.
That's funny.
Probably would be what would happen. Yeah.
So here's the next one, right?
All right.
Wednesday and Pugsley versus what's the little Butch Patrick? What's his character?
The werewolf kid, Eddie.
Eddie Munster.
Eddie Munster and
the white bitch.
the white cousin.
I'm also gonna go with Wednesday and Pugsley because I've never heard or seen Eddie and them try to commit any sort of murder.
Yeah, true. But Eddie could potentially hold it down as a werewolf.
Yeah, but he's a little werewolf. He's not
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I figured like Wednesday and Pugsley like hunt werewolves on their off days. Like that's just
what I'm
they do.
saying. Fucking hot dog is totally leaning towards the monsters.
Because I think the monsters have more. We can easily, far more easily, calculate the power level of the monsters versus the Addams Family, because we don't know what the Addams Family are. We know they're immortal, they're immune to damage, they get horny a lot, and they like to torture each other, and sometimes that does make them horny.
Yeah.
Gwalt says Morticia would get off on Lily hitting her. Potentially, that would make that fight incredible for several reasons.
Well, I say the Addams because they're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. What are the monsters?
And they have better movies.
And they have better movies.
Man, Gwalt also brings up that Wednesday may outsmart them. I think I'm in agreement. I think I'm giving that fight to Wednesday and Pugsley.
Right?
I think Wednesday would be the hard carry. Pugsley would be the meat shield. And little Eddie would do the most damage, really.
Oh.
But I think it would go to Wednesday Addams.
So for Halloween, I mean, Halloween isn't new to any of us, right? Are you guys still watching the same old movies every Halloween? Like, are you watching Halloween, Night of the Living Dead, or like what are you guys doing? Switching it up this Halloween?
I used to do like 31 Days of October where I would watch like a horror movie a day, and I did that for years and years and years, and then slowly through the course of time, you're realizing like, okay, I'm done watching the same movies. I much rather just watch new stuff nowadays, like the stuff that comes out on streaming. Like I am, even if it's shit, like I'm all for it. Like I'm there. I'm like, all right, this is on streaming. You know, let's do it. Like Hellraiser on Hulu, I'm there. I'm going to watch Evil Dead for the 18th time.
Yeah, I've been watching more like of the specials nowadays, just like the Treehouse of Terrors or the Roseanne Halloween special.
I love Roseanne's. Yeah.
Really, really only that first one in the second season's really the only good one. The other ones are kind of, I don't know, they're not really that Halloween-y.
Yeah, but I think it's nostalgia for me because like during Halloween time, they would always replay those episodes over and over and over again. And I just remember them from my childhood. So it's definitely some nostalgia driven factor there, but
yeah.
Like I also remember I don't know if you guys ever watched this old cartoon movie called The Halloween Tree.
No, I've heard
It
of it.
was it's a Ray Bradbury story. They actually animated it. I don't know, like early '90s or whatever. But that movie used to play every year on Halloween. Basically, we would go trick or treating. We would come back, and Halloween Tree would be playing. So I have like deep nostalgia just for that movie and that book.
From 1993.
Yeah, it's like early '90s. But it's just that nostalgia factor. A lot of things about Halloween is all nostalgia for me. Like I'm there for it.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I'm sorry, go ahead, Hot Dog.
I was going to say, in a similar vein, I'd highly recommend all the horror heads in chat to go to the Internet Archive and poke around for their Halloween stuff, because they've got 1990s programming from like Snick to a lot of Are You Afraid of the Dark is on there. Kind of one of the best streaming services around. There's also some Tim Burton directed Halloween special for Disney that I think is stop motion or something. I don't know. Someone was Mark was talking about it from the Kinonomicon. We were talking about watching that.
What, Vincent, or
I don't know. I don't remember what it's called.
I'm all for it, especially if it's free.
Yeah, I'm trying to think because I remember the live action Frankenweenie that Tim Burton did.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what his other stop motions were before. I know he did the one called Vincent, but that's like a short. I mean, that's like, I don't even know, like 8 minutes or something.
Oh, it's a Hansel and Gretel, I think.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that.
And I think it's Asian voices or something. I don't know.
Asian.
Man. Yeah, it looks fucking ridiculous.
It's right up our alley then.
Interesting. I kind of wonder what Guillermo del Toro has a new show called Cabinet of Curiosities coming out on Netflix. I wonder if that's going to be. I haven't even watched any trailers or anything.
Is that like a anthology kind of show? I haven't watched it.
And different directors, each one. But I remember there was somebody on that list of the directors that I was like, holy shit, I can't believe they got this guy.
Yeah, I always go back to Garfield's Halloween Adventure. That's my go-to.
Oh, yeah.
That's the best.
Charlie Brown and the Great Pumpkin. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's a great one.
So many good TV show, like Halloween specials growing up. That
Here's a good question. Did any of them fuck you up as a kid?
Ooh,
that's interesting.
Yeah. Did you freak out watching any of these Halloween specials?
Did we mention Are You Afraid of the Dark? There's an episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark? I know this isn't quite Halloween special, but I'm gonna wrap it in there because I think I watched it around the same time. The Zebo the Clown. Anybody remember that episode?
Vaguely.
That messed me up with the cigar. Oh my gosh, that messed me up. I still have bad dreams about that guy.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's Halloween related, but Head of the Class from Amazing Stories, where oh my god, what's this guy's name from Back to the Future? Come on, help me.
J. Fox.
Christopher
Lloyd.
Christopher Lloyd is the teacher, and the kids are like, let's kill the teacher, and they're doing some like voodoo ritual thing, and they're supposed to tear the picture of the teacher in half, and they tear it off at the neck, so then the teacher is running after them holding his head.
Oh shit, that's right.
Yeah, that fucked me up.
So, quick side note, I'm looking at the list of directors for that new Guillermo del Toro show, and the director that I was most stoked about is, of course, Panos Cosmatos, director of Mandy, Beyond the Black Rainbow, directing the 8th episode.
Oh my god, that should be cool, huh?
Yeah.
Do you see how many episodes it's going to be?
8.
Oh, just 8.
Oh, they didn't go for 13?
No.
Oh,
too bad.
Dude, the Halloween special that fucked me up the most as a kid, that just made me go bonkers and yonkers, was and you're gonna laugh at this, but the Punky Brewster Halloween special, not even joking, was utterly terrifying. They go camping, and then they go into some cave, and it's the cave of some like Native American spider god or something, and then one kid's face is in a boulder, and then they got a skeleton with one of the kids' heads on it. just totally fucked up. And just, I think I ran to my room when I saw that.
That's
Highly recommend. I don't know if I can revisit it. I'm afraid I'll get some of that childhood trauma.
PTSD. Yeah.
Thanks, Vic.
Back Baylor.
Baylor.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing that the Halloween special really hasn't made like a big comeback. Like, I feel like more and more people talk about the type of episodes that they like to watch or the type of specials. And
Did you guys watch any of the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror?
Oh yeah.
Vaguely remember like growing up that like it would play a lot during like October. Like, I don't remember seeing it any time outside of that.
that actually, now that you bring that up, the one episode that had the Nightmare at 20,000 Feet Twilight Zone spoof on the school bus with Bart, that actually did freak me out when I was a kid, and I originally watched it.
There you go. Back when The Simpsons was good.
I actually did just watch the first 7 Treehouse of Terrors the other day.
Oh,
They're all right. Really, the first 5 are the great ones.
yeah.
The ones you remember, like with The Shining and all that.
The Shining.
The Shining. Shh, you don't want to get sued.
Well, I don't know if you watch some of the newer ones, but then they just turn into movie parodies that don't even have anything to do with Halloween.
Really?
They have a Purge episode.
Yeah, that's rough. I think they did a Hunger Games one for the Halloween episode, which was kind of a bummer. You know?
Definitely
Right?
a Halloween thing, yeah.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna have to go and try to check out some of those to scoff.
To scoff. I think there's over. I think now there's more episodes of that than there are days in October.
Oh, well, there you go. You can do one every day.
D Gulag says The Midnight Hour is a fun, silly 80s Halloween TV movie free on YouTube. The Midnight Hour. Have I seen
I
that?
don't know that one.
I don't know that one either. I'll have to bookmark it.
Yeah, this year I need to watch. I heard that there's a Grinch Halloween.
All right.
I don't think I've ever watched the Grinch Halloween.
What's he doing on Halloween? Is he ruining that too?
I'm sure I'm sure he hates that one too. I don't know.
At some point, he's just a dick.
Yeah, he's just a piece of shit now.
Or maybe he's happy during it. I don't know. I gotta watch it.
Oh, did you guys hear about the Crow reboot starring
my
Bill
gosh.
Skarsgård?
Oh, that's right. That's like recent news, right?
I think they just wrapped, right?
Yeah.
No, it did?
Oh my gosh.
I'm just glad
Did it
they
really?
got out alive.
Well, they were talking about Jason Momoa for a while. I think he even did some makeup tests. Holy shit.
Yeah, we're lucky we got out of that one, I tell you.
What do you mean we got out of it? The Momoa one?
Yeah.
Who would you rather have, Momoa or Skarsgård?
I mean, I guess.
Hold on. Who would win in a fight, Momoa or Skarsgård?
Well, but we're talking about the Crow. We're not
I guess
talking
I shouldn't
about
use the gunshot when talking about the Crow, huh?
right.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
jeez, Louise. Too soon.
Waka waka.
You guys know who's directing it?
Uh-uh.
Rupert Sanders.
Who's that?
God.
He's the guy who did was it Ghost in the Shell? Did he do was it Dark City or something?
No, that's Alex Proyas.
What's the other movie he did?
Let's see.
Hold on. I'm looking it up.
Dead Punk Gage says The Midnight Hour was a Cartoon Network production from around 2007 or 2008, I believe.
There's an 80s Midnight Hour, though, that had like LeVar Burton, I think, and Sherry Belafonte.
Obviously, I was thinking of Snow White and the Huntsman, by the way.
Yeah.
That guy.
Well, also, you're right there.
Yeah. It was close. Dark City. I mean, I can see how it could be.
Whatever, yeah. Gosh.
Damn, the Crow, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what they do with it, but I don't know.
Yeah. I guess if it's a remake and not just a sequel, I suppose.
At least the set design is good in Ghost in the Shell, so maybe that'll cross over into the Crow.
The bad part is it won't have the soundtrack, you know?
Why not? Good.
Well, the original Crow soundtrack's just one of the best soundtracks ever. Like, you can't do that again.
Yucky, why can't this new Crow be a sequel? The whole thing is just a revenge film.
Yeah. Just another Crow,
You
right?
just do another.
Because not
revenge-
even the goddamn sequels are that good. It's like the Eric
Well,
Draven story. That's the story. Like everything
Yeah.
after that is
Crow-
like
The
redoing
Crow
it.
peaked at the
Also
TV
the
show,
writers.
guys.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, Stairway to Heaven.
Bruh.
Wasn't that what it was called? Right?
think
Crow
so.
Stairway to Heaven.
I think
it?
so. I think so.
Someone's gonna owe me $1.
Had that dude
You're
from
right.
Only the Strong.
You owe me $1. Yeah, it did, dude. Alex Dacascos or Mark Dacascos.
Yeah, he was in Double Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy
Hell
was
yeah.
awesome.
He was great.
You probably got a lot of ninja kicks on that show.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
As the Crow does.
That's the Crow's special ability is ninja
Front
kicks.
kick. Yeah.
Front kick, front kick.
You only like 3 Crow movies? Wait, there's more than 3?
Yeah, there's like 5. I had a friend who worked on
God.
2 of them, I think.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Just doing the makeup.
I don't know.
Just
Actually.
watching from the crowd.
No, I don't remember, but I got some Crow swag, not from that movie, but from the production company or something.
Really?
I don't know. I've got a few Crow stories I can tell you guys sometime. Nothing
What?
crazy. Yeah, I think I've told you guys.
I'm jealous. I wish I had
I
Crow
don't want to talk about it on
stories.
stream.
Right? I don't think I've ever
They're
heard
not
of it.
that good. It's more like I don't know. We'll talk about it some other time.
Well, there you go.
I didn't even watch the show. Did you guys watch the show?
No.
I think I caught episodes, but I can't tell you anything of what it's about.
I bet it's on Tubi. I'll have to
Everything's
check.
on Tubi.
Right?
Everything. Well, I think you're wrong. I don't think it's on Tubi.
Oh no.
It's probably on archive.org though.
I'll probably make it through 2 episodes, maybe. The pilot, maybe.
It can't be worse than something like Freddy's Nightmare.
What about the
It's got-
Highlander TV show? Did you guys watch that?
There's
it's,
only
it's
one.
almost like the same quality, I would think.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't remember hating that though. I remember liking parts.
I don't
of it.
either.
Yeah, but Highlander was a successful show, right? So it got more money and got The Crow was probably one and done, right? One season.
I don't know, to be honest. I
They're
can't
like, it's
say
over, folks.
I can't say I'm a Crow connoisseur.
Right? The first movie.
Waltzilla in the chat says, by the way, someone said something about 1998 Dark City. That's the first place you can see the tits of the actress from the Amityville horror remake. Our own
that's
channel's
what's up.
Mr. Skin, Waltzilla.
That's what's up. Thank you, sir.
I don't know. I'll watch a new Crow. I don't give a shit if it's a remake or a new edition. I actually didn't think Crow 3 was bad. Right?
I mean, I assume enough time has passed since the last Crow whatever that I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm down for it. Thankfully it's not like Spider-Man where they reboot it every 3 years.
Yeah, Crow 3 I didn't think was bad.
I don't even remember.
That also had Kirsten Dunst.
Oh yeah.
Is that the
4 is with Eddie Furlong. And that's where it
the Eddie
goes.
Furlong? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Rip that guy. His career.
Yeah, we'll see. The worst part, the music is just gonna be so bad. I don't know
Who do
why
you
that's
think-
the only
think
thing
it'd
I'm
be a bunch
focused
of
on.
Rap and stuff or what?
I don't even know. Probably be some freaking
You're already afraid though.
probably Linkin Park or something like that. Like
Nah, they're not even cool anymore.
Emotional damage.
Back Bear War.
I'm telling you, just don't be surprised when you see the Crow trailer and the song is gonna be "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor" or something. It's
I'd be
gonna
into
bad.
it. I'd
It's gonna
love
be
it even
bad.
more. It's
Yeah.
going to be
It's all
Let the
Metro
Bodies Hit the Floor. It's going to be the Pixies' Where Is My Mind? Because that's
yeah.
played the fuck out.
Probably be some Black Keys or some shit.
Don't think they'll bring back like The Cure or something, guys, for the old time's sake?
I mean, that's what they should, I guess. I mean, because that's what's all like written inside the comic, right? A bunch of Cure lyrics.
Yep.
They should. Well, maybe they will. Like, especially with you know, how, like Stranger Things. Like, no one even talks about what's going on in the show, but it's just like Kate Bush. They just talk about like whatever crazy music.
It's a good song,
People-
though, to be honest.
Well, I like Kate Bush, but you know,
Yeah.
I
And then
hate it.
Metallica. People start talking about Metallica again.
Yeah.
I don't know. Once they came out with Saint Anger, I was done. Wait.
That means
that's not
turn the
Metallica at
page.
all. Yeah.
I like the fact that they did 3 Unforgivens, and I wish more bands did sequel songs.
Right?
I kind of love that.
How unforgiving can you be if you do 3 of them?
Never forgave.
No.
Who the fuck is FKA Twigs? Because they're in the new Crow movie too.
What? Is that a rapper?
I said it definitely sounds like a rapper name.
Singer-songwriter.
There you go.
So he's a white rapper.
The lady.
What was his name? FK Twigs?
FKA Twigs.
Bruh.
I think he just like fell on the keyboard. Oh, it's a chick.
Oh, it's a chick?
Oh,
It's a lady.
She's pretty attractive. I'm down. All right. It's going to be great.
Yeah, I'm with Gwalt.
Maybe they'll do a Pet Cemetery thing where she's the crow in this one.
They're
Oh
remaking
my
that one
God.
too, aren't they? Or no, they already did that one. What's the new one coming out?
Because Skarsgård is playing Eric Draven.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, they're gonna flip the script where Shelby or whatever her name is, Shelly.
Shirley.
I can't remember her name.
Temple.
Shelly Draven. I don't know. Was that the little girl? I can't remember.
I think it was a little girl.
Right, probably.
Hmm.
We'll have to see. I guess we'll just have to see.
Qualzilla does not trust Hollywood to do a good remake anymore.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, you're right.
It was one of those things where the movie was probably only good because it wasn't some like huge, popular, known commodity. Now, I mean, that's way gone. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Well, people used to just get angry about all these remakes and stuff, like sequels from the old stuff. Like I think they've beat me into submission. I'm like, all right, bring them on. Whatever.
yeah, I'm not as upset about it anymore. Like, I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't get the whole like man baby mad like, oh, that's not my Batman. Like,
The
that's just not
weirdest
my
one to
Batman.
me is the Little Mermaid debacle. Like, people are flipping out about Little Mermaid. Like, that's not my Little Mermaid. Like, bro, I hope it's not your Little Mermaid because you're a big dude.
I have
Have
no
a Little
emotional
Mermaid,
attachment to Little
Yeah.
Mermaid.
Can you imagine experiencing
Emotional damage.
from the fucking Little Mermaid? How embarrassing.
I know, right?
Yeah, but I can see people's concern, right? Like once it changes, once it changes, it never goes back, right? Like,
Is that
Well, I mean,
true?
I think that's true. Where's Little Orphan Annie? It's over.
I don't know. I mean, do you miss the
She's
Orphan
in the hood.
Annie verse? Is that what
Well,
you're saying?
I'm just saying. That's why I can see people's concern. Okay, Jimmy Olsen. Let's say Jimmy Olsen, right? Like,
Okay.
They turned Jimmy Olsen black in the Supergirl, and there's going to be a new cartoon where he's black. It's like once they change it, they just never want to go back.
Johnny Storm
Oh.
Well, we don't know yet. Are they going to go back? I don't know.
in the comics.
They might go full on
Yeah,
like
no one
making
reads the
Ree
comics.
Richards. Yeah, no one reads the comics.
Why
I don't know.
do people hate Reed Richards?
I'm just saying, I'm not mad. I can just see why people would be like, hey, wait a second. Hey, wait a second.
Just because it's a property that you yourself don't know, I mean, imagine if it is a property that you do like. Like if you are a Lord of the Rings fan, I knew I was going to get to this topic eventually.
Oh, no.
Maybe you won't like Rings of Power not because of the strong female leads or anything, but because the show itself just destroys lore. Doesn't really make that much sense anyways. And it's not what you envision if you were a movie fan, what those things would be.
When should you just let something go?
I mean, to be honest, I'd let go long time ago. It's hard.
I would say we're fairly different from a lot of YouTube commentators, right? That are just like fighting, quote unquote, fighting this quote unquote battle.
Oh yeah,
I'm fighting the culture war. I don't know about you guys.
Are you?
Yeah, every day.
I don't know, Yuck. Let me
Every
see
day.
your head.
I'm going, that's woke, and I'm saying, don't watch that.
I mean, I will say, like, it's not beneath me to hate watch something and complain about it. I mean, I'll do that. I watched that with the Halo TV show. I hate watch the hell out of that thing.
You like hate watching. You actively hate.
I think I do. I actively
love watch.
And I think
I'm not even joking.
the only thing that separates me and these other YouTubers is the fact that they'll just, I don't know, just say whatever on a video and then get buku dollars for it.
Where's our buku dollars?
I know.
Fight the
said,
culture
I'm
war,
not-
people.
Culture war's been lost, fellas.
You want me to fight a culture war on an empty stomach?
Culture war, guys. So give us money to split with Yucky to
No,
to
you
fight
give
the
me
culture.
you give me the money. I'll split it with these guys. I think
fair.
that's the safest way to go about it.
There you go.
I don't want to be conscripted into Yucky's culture military.
Well, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
All because of the little fucking mermaid.
Well, it's not all because of the Little Mermaid. It's because the ginger genocide.
That's been happening for
okay.
like 20 years now. I mean, it's obviously over now, right? I mean,
No, we're gonna
all the
keep going.
gingers are basically dead.
We're gonna keep going
Oh.
until there's no more representation for the Irish or whatever, Scottish, whatever.
No.
What if that's what it is?
It is what it is.
To eliminate the Irish out of television and
It
movies.
is. I swear. What the hell else? Why is it? It's every single redhead. Like I said, it wouldn't be so spooky if it wasn't every single one. It's like, what the heck's going on here?
Dead Punk said, "Remember when Rob Zombie was tapped to make a Crow film back in the late '90s?" No, I don't.
Yeah, I don't
Is
remember
that
either.
true?
I don't know if I would have liked that either, though.
No, definitely not.
Like, I think Rob Zombie's great in a very, very narrow niche of Devil's Rejects and House of a Thousand Corpses.
As long as he's
Anywhere outside of that,
remaking
no.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like, just stick to remaking Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He really would have been the best director for a Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. It's like everything he does.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about the other Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake before. It's been a while.
All right. According to a report by Variety in 1997, Rob Zombie wrote a script for a third installment of the Crow film series entitled The Crow 2037.
Oh my
which
god.
featured a new cast of characters. The film would have been his debut as a director. Although he has never explained why the film didn't happen, he said in the Shudder interview that it was better that it didn't get made because he wasn't ready to do what it required at the time. But guess what? He's ready now, Hollywood.
Well, yeah, desperate. But to be honest, guys, it probably would have been better because he would have known his wife then.
Right? She would not have been in it.
Yeah, she would have. It might have changed. Maybe he would have met somebody else, you know?
No, was it? Okay, maybe since you're looking up Crow stuff, look up the rumor that Michael Jackson was originally supposed to be in The Crow and they were going to make it a musical.
That would have been sick as
I
hell.
swear I've heard that story.
Quick Google search, not finding. Oh, it was almost a musical starring Michael Jackson.
Oh my god, that would have been great. That would have been fantastic.
Well, there you go. Waltzilla says, dude is not wrong about the redhead genocide. There you go.
Nope. Nope, I'm not.
So true.
R.I.P.
It's been it's been happening for so long that it's easy to forget that it's still ongoing. It's like those starving kids in Africa. You forget that they're still starving.
Well, now they're doing it to like really unknown characters. Like the new Black Adam movie has a character named Cyclone, who is the granddaughter of the original Red Tornado, who was like just an old fat lady.
Interesting.
And she's the latest one, but no one, I mean, she was only in the Justice Society of America, like, I don't know, in the mid 2000s or whatever. She might still be in there, I'm not sure. But she's just not a well-known character, so they're like, hey, she's got red hair, let's do this. Yes.
Speaking of Black Adam, I have a feeling that film is going to catfish me. Because
Oof.
I look at a trailer and I'm like, oh, okay, that looks pretty good.
Dude, people are saying that it scored worse than the Batgirl movie. But I
who
don't believe that,
says
because why would they release that then?
Yeah, who says that, though?
Is it too late?
The Rock. It's The Rock.
I don't think you can sit on a Rock movie.
Like,
Yeah, right.
what was it? What's that movie? The Rock, was it Rampage or whatever? That's
Yeah.
like, that movie still came out. You know,
Based on the video game.
yeah, exactly. A video game called Rampage. If that movie comes out, they can't sit on Black Adam, right? But the trailer, I was like, oh, okay, this actually looks pretty good. I know I'm going to get catfished, and I know it's going to be bad or it's going to be boring. But I have to have that little bit of hope in my pocket.
Yeah, like I've always hoped that the reason The Rock waited like 12 years or however fucking long it was, I'm hoping he was waiting on a somewhat good script. I'm hoping like that was the issue.
No, I think he was waiting for a bigger paycheck. That's what the Rock. That's what the Rock does. Rock just came out with a brand new pair of shoes or shoe line or whatever, and he's like the official shoes of the UFC, the Ultimate Fighting Championship. And I'm like, this is convenient. He's got a Black Adam movie coming out. He's got a shoe line at the same time. I'm just saying the dude is like a master at marketing. So
Yeah.
him
That's
and
true.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Speaking of Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool 3.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm a little worried about Disney
I
being
thought the
involved.
second one sucked. I don't know about
Yeah,
you.
Really?
it did. It did suck.
I don't know.
It was like a comedy sequel where it just said
charisma.
like, oh, I see. This is the same beat as this.
I like seeing Juggernaut. I like seeing Cable. I like seeing some of my favorite characters up on the screen. That was enough for me.
I liked all of that. I just did not like the narrative that they put those people in. The actual story structure that they got put into, I'm like,
Yeah. It was
whatever.
I never did revisit it. That's probably why.
stupid.
Yeah.
But it was cool
Yeah,
seeing
I was
Juggernaut.
like, maybe I should watch it again.
No. End on a high note. If you remember it as a good thing, just leave it at that. You don't let it ruin it. It's fine. I'm curious what they do with Deadpool 3, but I don't know.
I've been rewatching the Saw movies. I think I can handle some Deadpool too.
The Saw movies?
Yeah, I don't
Did you
know
watch
why.
the Book of Saw?
The first
No,
Rock one?
I'm up to part 3 was the last one I saw in theaters, and I have to rewatch that one probably tonight, and then we'll see how it goes moving forward.
I don't think I watched anything after like the initial arc or whatever. Was that 3 or 4 films or whatever it was? I don't
Right?
think I watched anything after that.
Yeah, we'll see. I guess I'm just going through it because I mean, yeah, there's not that many horror series I haven't really went through except for this.
So you're running out of horror films, and then you have to watch all the new stuff coming out.
Right. Well, hopefully, what was that? Damn it, Hot Dog. Do you remember the name of that Spanish anthology movie coming out to Blu-ray
No, it's
October
a series,
20th?
though. I don't think it's a movie.
Oh,
Like
you're
a
right.
series.
You're right. It's a series. It's like an anthology series or something.
Yeah.
Or I think it's a special plus the series that followed it. So I think it's like a movie and a season. I think. Damn it, what's it called?
I keep forgetting I want to order it. Tales to Keep You Awake.
Tales to Keep You Awake.
Still on
Looks-
pre-order.
That looks good.
Yeah, it does look good.
Oh wait, we forgot to mention something.
Ooh.
And you guys remember the movie Leprechaun in the Hood?
I remember it happening.
Do you remember the special appearance by Coolio?
Oh.
Yeah,
Yes.
Coolio was in Leprechaun in the Hood. Well, he died a couple days ago, and
It's not Leprechaun's fault.
well, who knows? All we're going to say is R.I.P.
Yeah. Rip Coolio.
I almost forgot he was in Leprechaun in the Hood. I actually have like the collection or whatever, all the Leprechaun movies,
Oh my god.
and I don't think I've watched the Hood one in a long time.
I don't have any sad sound effects, but this one, I don't know if it's appropriate.
No, just do it.
Didn't feel right.
I think that goes good with that or my sex life. It's fine.
Oh, Deadpunk Gage says, what do you think of the new Interview with a Vampire series? I have not watched it.
I haven't watched it yet. I know a few of our internet
Is it out?
pals are doing
Yeah, I
reviews
guess.
on them.
I don't
What
know
chan-
anything about that.
What streaming site?
Isn't it AMC or something? I don't know. It's based off the Anne Rice novels for those who know about it. The also was it Brad Pitt? Is that
Yeah,
is that the
Tom
old
Cruise.
one?
Supposed to be super homoerotic.
Tom Cruise.
It was.
I mean, obviously, and then Queen of the Damned. You guys remember
Yep.
that?
Sequel?
Yeah.
I never saw it.
I don't
Was
know.
that the Korn guy? The guy from Korn?
Is he in that?
I thought, didn't he make
Well, they
it or
used the
produce it?
soundtrack. They did the music.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really have much of an opinion on Interview with a Vampire series. I haven't watched it yet. I didn't really care for the books or the movie really.
Yeah, that was like the end of the vampire. Really, it was like all the 80s had the high school kid transforming into the vampire, but like this was just full on a vampire with a heart of gold. I'm like, I'm not interested.
The aristocratic vampire.
He's not like us. He has feelings. That's great. I'm terrified of your vampire with feelings.
Didn't they race swap Louis?
Yucky?
Even though I think I think
Fine
his
Warrior?
name's not Louis. What is it? Louis? Louis?
Oh.
Louis? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I vaguely remember people talking about race swapping. I don't know. I'm not that big of a fan enough to know. It wouldn't surprise me. I don't really mind too much about race swaps. I know some people do, but I don't really.
I don't, but it always comes with like a line of dialogue about like white privilege. You know what I mean? They always have to push it, right? Like it's never just a casting choice. They have to make it part of the story or whatever.
I think I told you guys I saw the new Fletch recently.
Oh my god!
That
Fletch.
it was really awkward. That there was John Hamm's playing Fletch, and then he like coyishly says like anything else I should feel guilty for, and then the lady's like, your attitude, you're this, your white privilege, and I was like, whoa, what?
Oh
like,
my god!
Where's that coming from?
Hashtag girl power. I love it.
Slay queen.
It's just in there. You just got to put it in there. It's a it's a known fact now.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Oh, Jonathan Davis did the score and had a small role in Queen of the Damned. Oh, there you go.
God.
I know there was some corn music in the.
Yeah, I knew there was some Cornish shit in there.
Cornish.
Some Cornish.
Cornish hens.
I don't think I've even seen that either.
What, Queen of the Damned?
Yeah.
That's all right.
Okay,
It's one of those things. Like I actually like. What was her name? Aaliyah? Is that the chick who died?
She died in the plane crash, and I will not be playing the sad sound effect for
Play
that.
the soundtrack, damn it.
No, that's the Benny
I
Hill.
did better for when.
No, I think that's perfect. Anytime we talk about someone dying, you need to play that one.
Ref.
Deadpuck Gage says, I can't with Fletch. No Chevy Chase, no Fletch.
Yeah, that's weird.
I like John Hamm, but yeah, nobody can play Fletch like.
When the fuck was the last Fletch movie? Like, I don't even get why you would make it.
1974.
It's crazy. This makes no sense. Now's the perfect time for a Fletch movie.
No, I think what it is everyone has these properties now that your streaming services are now divided into studios. I think all the studios are looking at their properties and are just trying to revitalize them to see what sticks.
Well, but remember when, I mean, this was freaking probably way over a decade ago. Remember Kevin Smith was supposed to make a Fletch movie?
Yeah, Jason Lee.
Crazy.
As Fletch, which I think that would have been great, but I also loved Jason Lee. Thought he was great.
He was funny.
Oh,
He's funny.
I guess before we go, Gable, you love watched Jeffrey Dahmer.
Well, I mean, I watched the first episode. So I have an issue with serial killer movies that sort of like idolize the serial killer. Like they make them out to be smarter than what they really are. I always have issues with that kind of stuff, but I watched the new Dahmer TV show on Netflix. I watched the first episode, and it takes place on Dahmer, the events leading up to Dahmer getting caught. That's essentially the first episode. Was created by the guy who did Glee and American Horror Story. I forget his name, but like he's actually a horror person. Like he's a horror fan guy, and they make Dahmer out to be like, I don't know, like a weirdo, like despicable. Like he's there's definitely something wrong with him. Like you can just tell. And I actually very appreciative that they do that kind of stuff, because these guys, I don't think they should be idolized or anything like that. So when they show them as like the weirdos, the oddballs, and not like, the smooth talkers and stuff, I think, I don't know, it does a little bit extra for me. But the first episode was great. The show supposedly is going to be, I'm gonna watch the next episode. I wasn't gonna do it tonight, but we were streaming, so I'll probably do it tomorrow. In the eyes of the victims, so so kind of like swapping it up. So I look forward to it. Yeah, first episode was good though. I liked it.
Yeah, one thing I wanted to bring up real quickly that I almost forgot about is if you live by a Regal theater, that Dawn of the Dead will be showing in 3D on October 28th through the 31st at Regal Cinemas exclusively. Dawn of the Dead in 3D. I can't remember the last time Dawn of the Dead was in theaters.
Oh my gosh.
It'll be great. I'll definitely be there. I'm definitely
Dude,
gonna check it out.
yeah, I'm gonna have to find a Regal cinema around my area.
I say the one in our town actually just closed last month.
No,
We only have an AMC now.
Regal's parent company just declared bankruptcy.
Yeah, I assume that's why they closed down because
don't know.
there's
Mine's
two big theaters in our town, and like one for one side of the town and one for the other side, and the one furthest away closed down. That was the Regal. So
unfortunate.
yeah,
Hopefully, there's one in driving distance. Because I think that
Gable?
will be something to really. I think that will be a cool experience.
was it better than My Friend Dahmer film from a couple of years ago? I think they're two different things. The My Friend Dahmer definitely plays more of a movie-ish. Like this one sort of plays as like a not really a I don't know, like not a documentary, but like kind of has that where it's like, oh, this is exactly what happened, like beat by beat. It's not fictionalized or anything like that. I probably would pick My Friend Dahmer. I did enjoy that one, but I don't know, they're two different things. I'll leave it at that.
Very good, Gable. Fritzky, good to see you, my dude. And Dead Punk's asking for clarification. I believe that is the 78 Dawn of the Dead, right?
Yep, it will be the original Dawn of the Dead. Should be cool.
I think we're pretty much out of steam here today. It's been a good little stream, huh?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
I think we're
hope
talking
you all enjoyed it.
Yeah. We hope you guys like it. Probably do this every Sunday, I think, or every other Sunday. I don't know, up to these guys, really.
Yeah, once we start watching some of these things that will be leaking out, we'll have some opinions on it, I'm sure.
Why'd you say leaking out?
Well, I don't know.
Seems kind of-
They're slowly coming out. There's going to be like 2 things on the 5th, like 2 or 3 things on the 7th.
Oh, I thought you said we were going to leak out.
No, the releases will be leaking out. Whatever, they'll be coming out.
Just never heard it like that. That throws me off. All right. Take us out of here, hot dog.
Yeah, let's just move past it. If you don't,
Yeah.
So don't
Back
forget
Bayor.
if someone makes a mistake, let's not like focus in on the mistake.
So I guess that's it for tonight. We will be here probably next week, I think, if not then the week after. But it was great to goof off with you guys and hang out. This was pretty chill, and hopefully you guys had fun too.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.